Hey everybody, Michael J here from Lockdown. I wanted to take just a minute or two to do a quick video tutorial on the Freddy Jones Band song In A Daydream for a couple of the Freddy Jones Band fans that reached out to me about like what's happening guitar-wise in that song, and it's there's a lot going on, so I'm gonna see if I can break it down here quickly. It's based on a dotted eighth note delay, and in my case I'm using the TC Electronic flashback delay for that, and for every note that I hit I get this. It's a sound that you might be familiar with because of guitar players like The Edge. For you U2 fans out there, The Edge is one of the pioneers of using dotted eighth delays or rhythmic delays to kind of create the foundation of a song, and I've always loved that kind of thing. And David Gilmour is really the guy that I kind of defer to above and beyond The Edge, because I think he was really the first guy to kind of do that. I could be wrong, correct me. I think the guitar player for A Flock of Seagulls was doing some rhythmic delay things back in the day too, but those are the guys really that to me sort of pioneered this kind of sound, and you hear it all over the place. You hear it on all sorts of, even new bands are doing it. So basically the most important thing in this is the timing of your right hand, actually. I had a young cousin who messaged me a few years back. She was just starting to learn guitar, and she wanted to know what I thought the most important thing was, and I told her timing. You get a metronome, start practicing with a metronome, start practicing with your favorite records, and get your timing right. And I told her that even if she was a little sloppy on changing from chord to chord, if her timing was right, it would actually be perceived as more accomplished than it really is. And I think that holds true. Timing is very, very important, and I've been really blessed to play with some really great drummers through my career, Tom Hurst being one of them. Goose from Freddy Jones is amazing, and he makes my job really easy with this particular song and any song that has the rhythmic delays, because if he wasn't on it, the whole thing would fall apart. So it's pretty much it's a rhythmic thing. So my most important thing with this song is making sure that my right hand is not only in time, but is also kind of maintaining a very small workspace here on the guitar. So it's not, I'm not sloppy and flopping around. If you do that, it's a recipe for disaster. So I just keep my right hand very controlled and very kind of small movements like this. And I mute with the palm there, the string, so that it kind of creates that sort of, that muted sound. And another technique that I employ when I go to the solo of this tune is what Eric Johnson calls the bounce technique, and it's a bounce basically. So it's a very controlled kind of motion. The solo for this song requires a lot of precision, so it's small movements. I'm almost pulling the string when I do the solo in this song, so it's kind of like this. So hopefully you can see that and see what that's kind of achieving. It's just a very controlled kind of thing. So I would say work on your timing. Get a nice echo unit that does dotted eighth note delays, and crank up your mix to 50% or more. You want almost equal amount of echo kind of happening as guitar. So hopefully, another important thing I wanted to get to before I close out here, gain. I don't like a lot of gain, especially for songs like this. Note definition is incredibly important to me. My overdrive unit is something called an Abunai 2 by this great guy, Derek at Tone Freak Effects, and it just maintains the note definition. So some guitar players when they're beginning, when they're starting out, tend to kind of crank the gain up to sort of mask their inability or to just get more sustain out of it. And I like gainy sounds. It's kind of cool, but for me, I always err on the side of putting less dirt on my sound because I want people to hear the notes. I'm playing some interesting kind of cool chords in the Freddy Jones stuff, and I want those to be heard. So that's really it. That's the recipe. So hopefully that helps you guys. And I'm just going to play that little riff out here. And thanks for watching. And if you guys have any other videos that you want me to make, any other songs you want me to do tutorials for, I'd be happy to give it a shot. I'm not really the world's greatest teacher, and I hate being on camera. This is very difficult. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully this has been informative for you. Just a quick rundown on the gear. I'm using a Valve Train Bennington Reverb, a single 12 with an SM57 straight into Pro Tools. I gave you a shot of the pedal board. That's all that there is, and that's it. So good luck.